Brian Johnson Lifestyle and Net Worth. Brian Francis Johnson DeLuca, born October 5, 1947, is an English singer and songwriter. In 1980, after the death of Bon Scott, he became the third lead singer of the Australian rock band AC/DC. Johnson was one of the founding members of the rock band Geordie, formed in Newcastle upon Tyne in 1971. After a few hit singles, including UK Top 10, All Because of You, 1973, the band split up in 1978. Following the death of Bon Scott on February 19, 1980, Johnson was asked to audition for AC/DC. AC/DC guitarists and founders Angus and Malcolm Young initially reached out to Brian, remembering when Bon had been impressed with him after seeing him perform with Geordie. His first album with AC/DC, Back in Black, became the second best-selling album of all time, according to most estimates. The Guardian ranked the successful transition to Johnson at number 36 on their list of 50 key events in rock music history. He and the rest of the band were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2003. In March 2016, he temporarily stepped away from the band during the Rock or Bust World Tour due to hearing problems. In September 2020, AC/DC officially confirmed that Johnson, along with fellow bandmates Phil Rudd and Cliff Williams, had rejoined the band in August 2018 to record the band's 2020 album, Power Up. Johnson is known for his distinctive singing voice and strong Geordie accent. In July 2014, he was awarded an honorary degree of Doctor of Music by Northumbria University in the city of Newcastle in recognition of his significant contribution to the music industry. Johnson has a net worth of $90 million. He stands at a height of 6 feet 5 inches, approximately 1.93 meter tall. Having said that, let's dive. Personal life. Brian Francis Johnson was born on October 5 of 1947 in Dunstan, County Durham, England. Raised alongside 4 younger siblings by an English father and an Italian mother, Brian started playing music at a very young age. He joined a local church choir to hone his vocal skills, and he also appeared in a televised play. Following in his father's footsteps, a sergeant major in the British Army, Johnson also served in the parachute regiment of the Territorial Army at a young age. Personal life, real estate, and car collection. He was raised a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but left the church when he was 34. He is a pilot and has climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, as well as Toubkal, the highest peak of North Africa. In 1968, Brian Johnson married his first wife, Carol. They had 2 children over the course of their relationship before divorcing in the early 90s. Brian later married another woman named Brenda, and the couple lives in Sarasota, Florida. A few cars owned by him are 2007 Rolls-Royce Phantom, Audi R8, 1973 Citroën DS23 Palace, and 1965 Lola T70 MK1. Real estate. In 1991, Brian paid $690,000 for a waterfront property in Sarasota, Florida. The following year, he completed construction on an 8,000 square foot mansion that is still his primary home today. This property is likely worth north of $10 million. In 2019, Brian Johnson donated a $335,000 property to the All-Star Children's Foundation. When the charity sells the property, all proceeds will go towards helping children heal from child abuse trauma. Professional career. Brian Johnson started his rock career with a little-known band called the Gobi Desert Canoe Club. He then performed with a band called Fresh before playing with the Jasper Hart Band during the 70s. During this period, he started to perform various soft rock songs, and several members of the Jasper Hart Band went on to found Geordie. During this period, Brian released an early hit single entitled, I Can't Forget You Now. The track would prove to be the only noteworthy solo effort of his career. AC/DC. After Bon Scott passed away, the surviving members of AC/DC decided to continue with the band, as they felt that Scott wouldn't have wanted them to quit. Although various singers were considered as a replacement for their frontman, Brian Johnson emerged as the new lead singer. Prior to joining the band, he was a huge AC/DC fan. After impressing the other members of the band during the audition, Johnson immediately started collaborating with them on the album Back in Black. The album was massively successful from a commercial standpoint. Eventually, Brian stopped writing lyrics for AC/DC's albums. He claimed that he ran out of words and that he doesn't enjoy the pressure of having to write songs. In 2016, Johnson left the band because of hearing issues. He later explained that he would have risked total hearing loss had he continued with AC/DC. Contrary to popular opinion, Brian did not lose his hearing as a result of his music career. This career-halting ailment was actually caused by an auto race. Johnson apparently forgot to wear earplugs in one race, which caused a ruptured left eardrum. Axl Rose was recruited to replace Brian throughout the rest of AC/DC's tour dates in North America and in Europe. However, Johnson eventually rejoined the band in 2018, and in 2020 the group released a new album. Other ventures. Outside of music, Brian Johnson has been involved in a number of additional ventures, mostly in the entertainment industry. In 2004, he voiced a character in the video game Call of Duty: Finest Hour. In 2005, he made a cameo appearance in the sports film Goal. In 2000, Brian published his autobiography, Rockers and Rollers. Johnson is also known for his love of vintage cars and racing. In 2006, he participated in the reality series, The Race. In 2009, Brian recorded a strong time as the star in a reasonably priced car in Top Gear. In 2012, the musician competed in the 2012 Rolex 24 at Daytona. He has competed in a number of other racing events over the years. In 2014, Johnson started hosting Cars That Rock with Brian Johnson, a documentary series about iconic motor cars. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.